want to try this one more time. Going live. I just came back. I just finished my second appointment for today. Like I said, I have a total of like 5. So I'm kind of spread out all over the place today, hoping that I can stop and grab me some lunch or something at least. But I don't know. I don't really see anything that I really want. I don't really like to, consume a lot of fast food. But today might be a fast food kind of day because I really don't have any restaurants or diners that I can just stop and eat some real wholesome, real food. So fast food might be where it's at. And I didn't get to go and do that oil change. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to get up in the morning and do that oil change because apparently I won't have time today. There's no way I can do it. How my schedule set up, I'm from one end to the other end, to this end to that end with my loan closings, and I still got to go home and print off documents. Like, oh my gosh, I got to scan these documents and then print off 2 documents, two loan documents. So it's just one of those days. It's a Friday. It feels like a Friday. I'm kind of thankful that I took yesterday off. Well, I didn't take yesterday off. I stopped at like 12. So my day wasn't too busy because I knew today was going to be, I was going to catch it today for real. Like I said, I just wanted to come back on here because I kept getting phone calls. And that's how it is. Like when you're busy and the work is out here, they're going to keep calling you, especially in the first mornings, early mornings when they first coming into the office. They're going to call you because they got things they got to do too. They need to make sure everybody in place for the day. So I'm very thankful that I am still working. There's a lot of people in this line of work, they're not getting any work. They're getting down about it. I've been over here before. I know where I'm at. I don't know why it took me this way. But yeah, they get down and discouraged in this line of work because they're not getting no call, not getting no business. And I don't do anything no different than anybody else. Most of my work come from signing services. So that's that's how I stay busy. I don't market to no direct, They find me on my Google business page and we can link up and everything and make it do what it do. That's fine. But the majority of my work, and I probably should not have turned right here. The majority of my work comes from y'all, comes from signing services. So all I can say is go to signingorder.com, SnapDocs, and places like that, you know what I'm saying, try to see, if your area is busy. Sometimes I tell people the reason why you're not getting any signings is because your area might not be busy, or you're not opening your map to be servicing a large variety, like I'm in Mooresville. Like my home base is in Huntersville. So I'm all the way in Mooresville, you know what I'm saying? And I do Charlotte. So now I'm leaving Mooresville, going clear 45 minutes away to the other side of Charlotte. So if you're not willing to do all that, you say that it's not worth it, then that's fine. Or maybe you don't have a reliable car, dependable car to travel like that. I understand that as well. Maybe, starting out, might have to be selected because, money is real tight until until you get paid. Some of the companies I work for, like I tell you, they work. Now, I had to vet these companies. They pay me every 2 weeks. I do have one that pays once a week. Then I have the others pay once a month and every 2 weeks. But you have to vet these companies to find which ones that pay like that. Because when I first got started, I was struggling extremely bad because I didn't understand, like, how can I work today and you don't pay me till 2 months out? Like, it was bad. I was really bad. It was really, really bad. And people don't talk about that in this type of work, being a loan sign notary plus doing loan closings. Right, so only thing that you could get paid right away is general notary work, or if you like what I do, like work for a realtor, and they just take it. Like if you work for a realtor and you help them with their closings, they sell houses. You go with them to their closings, and you do you're their notary, and then they just pay you out their commission because they know once you drop the documents off at the attorney's office, they're gonna be cutting a check. So that's something you could think about too. Marketing to realtors who do a lot of selling. If you see a particular realtor name a lot in your community, then market to them and like, listen, I'm a mobile notary. If you ever have a closing, one of your clients is selling a house and you need a notary to come to them, maybe because they live out out of state that day or that next day, and they don't have time to go to the attorney's office, they don't want to go to the attorney's office, I will come, to where they are, anywhere they are at their job, anywhere at the airport, at the bus station, at the hospital. You just making yourself available, and then sorry y'all, I didn't know that was in the way. Make yourself available, and then they'll like that. And then, like I said, the realtor, from my experience, they'll just take that out their commission, because they'll be getting paid once you turn the documents in. That's my experience. Now y'all's experience with realtors might be completely different, but for me, that's how it's always worked for me. I do the closing. Once I take the documents to the attorney's office, the realtor Zelle me my payment. Just that. Of course, with general notary work, you have to know what to ask people, so you won't be wasting your time and their time. So with general notary work, you have to be able to ask them, do they have a valid identification? Now in North Carolina, they can use an expired driver's license to drive, but not for us, not for proving that they are who they are. Now you can say, well, Nikki, you wrong. That's fine. I'm not going to do it. That's why I haven't been really marketing too much for general notary work, because people like to read between the lines and make it so if you present me with a driver's license and that sucker expired, and I write it down in my journal book, and anything come up, and then like years later, people don't forgot that they passed this law that people could use their expired driving license, but not for notarial, not for nothing to get notarized when you're supposed to have a valid driving license. You understand what I'm saying? So I just haven't been dealing with it. Now, when you're dealing with loan closings, it's different. Like, you can have like a credible witness, or you can have some type of other form of identification, on like a passport, you know what I'm saying? And then some companies, like the one company I'm working for this evening, it's it's an attorney law firm. They give me a lot of work, thank God. They don't accept the passport cards, not the booklet, but the cards. So I have to make sure whenever I'm doing their closings that I make sure I communicate with the borrowers that, listen, if we're going to need two forms of identification, and one can be a passport booklet, but not the card. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes people get a little flustered with me, and they be upset because they wanted it how they want it, but they don't go that way. You know what I'm saying? In that particular law firm, I guess they had problems with the card, so now they just want you to use the passport booklet. So it's all a lot of communication. If you're not good with communication, you know what I'm saying, being able to calmly, tell people what it is in a nice way, then this ain't for you, like, for real, because people are going to try to bucket you. People are going to try to tell you what, I ain't never did like this or that. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it gets frustrating, you know what I'm saying, but it is what it is. So I make good money. I'm very thankful that I can go out and make $100, $200 by 12 o'clock, or $300 by 12 o'clock, and I'm done. Like today, it's going to be like a $500 day for me. Now, is every day $500? No, every day is not $500. It's not. Some days it's just $200. Some days it's just $100. But I'm still thankful. You know what I'm saying? Once I make my money, I can go home. I can go shopping. I can go watch TV. Like yesterday, when I finished up at like 12:30, I finished scanning all my documents in, printing off my documents for today, and then me and my daughter had been feeling good for a couple of days, so we just had some soup. I picked up some soup from Harrison Teeter's, and I warmed it up, and me and her just chilled, and we just watched movies. I watched movies, y'all, until 2 o'clock this morning. I am so freaking tired, but that's how it is. Like, when you get to really just, after working hard, grinding hard, you just get to relax, and whatever your thing is, your thing that just bring you down, and just calm you down, calm your nervous system down, calm your brain down from racing, you just get, engulfed in that, and you just chill, you just relax. And that's how it was. I was just watching one movie after another movie, and they were good movies too. So I just, like I said, I stayed up too late, till 2 o'clock this morning, and that's not good, because today I got all these darn loan closings, and today is gonna be a long day. I won't be finished, y'all, where I can cut everything off until 7 o'clock tonight, and I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. I am exhausted, so freaking exhausted.
I don't know. And I knew that phone was gonna do that. Every time I go live with y'all, the phone rings. Let me